The following program was produced by an independent community producer. The opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of the ECAT staff or board of directors.
There's a girl, she's a star, she's got style, Steffi Star, you see her face around the town, she's popular, Steffi Star.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Weinstein.
And I'm Meredith Keach.
And we're real estate agents. I have to say that because Lauren, when I was talking to Lauren yesterday, she goes, you have to throw in something about real estate.
Okay.
We're
so
real estate
I sell
agents.
real estate. I'm actually a real estate broker.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm
So
a sales
Stephanie.
agent.
I'm a sales agent.
And Weinstein Keach.
Yeah, Weinstein Keach. We have a huge real estate team.
We have a big sales team of
Yeah.
awesome,
Yeah.
amazing agents.
Yes.
And one of them is here today.
One of my absolute favorites.
And my favorites
love
too.
you.
Alexa Weinstein.
Hi, everyone.
Alexa,
I'm so happy to be back.
Katie
I missed
Weinstein.
this.
Yes, aren't you?
I'm back.
Yeah.
I love when your mom calls you Alexa Katie.
That's
Alexa
me.
Katie.
K-A-D-Y.
Yes,
Mhm.
and you know the
Don't
story
forget
behind
it.
Not KT.
No. K-A-D-Y.
And
Love it.
I told you that
It's family
story.
name.
I'm like, yeah, Pop, that couldn't be your grandmother's real name back in the 1800s.
Yes, it
Oh
is.
my God.
He goes, yes, it was. It was Katie, K-A-D-Y. I go, so unusual. I go, are you sure? And he said, yes, I am. And then so I named her Alexa Katie after great grandma Katie.
Mm.
So years went by and he goes, my grandmother Katrina. And
So that's the story of that.
so that was it. But Alexa is an Alexa Katie. She's
I
really
like
not an
That's
Alexa
me.
Katrina, although she
No.
could be an Alexa Katrina. Now, she does have a beautiful Hebrew name,
Which is-
Aviva Carmelit.
Aviva Carmelit. Now, when
What?
we were
Why
trying...
don't we call you that?
Should you call me
well,
Aviv?
when I first met with Rabbi Dan to name Alexa, because in the Jewish religion, you have a naming for your daughter
Oh, when they're born.
when they're born.
Yes.
Yeah, so you have to give them a Hebrew name.
Okay.
And so I went to Rabbi Dan. I said, her name is Alexa. And he goes, I have a beautiful name, Ahuva. I said, Rabbi Dan, no
That sounds like a private part.
Yeah.
I said, Rabbi Dan, no
my
disrespect.
Ahuva
Wash
hurts.
your hoover.
Wash Yahuva. I said, Rabbi Dan.
Scrub it.
Oh, go home and
I
wash
said,
out
to me,
Jehovah.
it sounds like a vacuum.
But doesn't it sound like a Hoover 3000?
I thought it was
the
a
vacuum?
Hoover vacuum. I wasn't thinking of private parts, girls.
We were.
I said, Rabbi Dan, can you come up with something better than that? And he
And
came
here
up
I am,
with,
Aviva.
he flipped through the
Aviva.
dusty pages of the Bible and
I could
came
see
up.
like little spectacles.
Yep.
Yes. And he said, what about Aviva? Aviva Carmelit. I said, now that sounds Spanish. I love it.
And here I am.
With a
here
little
she
hint
is.
of Italian.
Right.
Yeah.
Here
And
she
here
is.
I am.
I
Little
like it.
Aviva.
I like
Aviv.
it. Aviv.
Yeah.
Aviva.
Carmelit.
So we have a lot to digest. First of all, I'm thoroughly annoyed because I just found out some gossip. And I'm, you're trying that whole let them theory.
Mm.
So I'm trying to let it go.
Yeah, you should. Why
Yeah.
not? Why carry that with you? It's
Yeah.
not for you to carry.
I just can't believe if you tell something to somebody that they would go and say something to the
People
person.
do it all the time.
I know.
Like, you can't expect them to keep it quiet.
well, whatever.
Have you guys noticed that we all have graphics on
We
our
do.
shirts?
Well,
Right.
this is Brookie's.
Oh,
But I
right.
brought it to
Mon amour.
London and Paris.
I
What is-
can't wait to
I
hear
just got
about your
back
trip.
on
I know.
Monday.
Like, first of all, I can't even believe she actually did it.
Right.
Yeah, so for those listeners, I do not travel. I go to Florida and that's it.
Right.
My comfort space is Florida. That's it. I don't go anywhere else.
And where did you just go?
London and Paris.
So we're on a text thread with our client.
Yeah.
And he texts in, he was like, he's been trying to like go look at houses for a little bit of time. And we're like, it's holidays. You got to put it on hold for a little bit. He's like, fine. He's wonderful.
Yeah.
And so first thing Alexa says is, oh my God, I just got back from Europe.
Yeah. And I'm like, I'm moving
He's
to
like,
Paris.
what?
Yeah.
She's like, I might move. And
Yeah.
he's like, okay, I can't wait to hear about it.
Right. He's like, okay,
Right.
but can I go see this tomorrow?
Yes, we'll be seeing them tomorrow. Don't worry.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we have properties to see.
Sometimes we have to travel to Europe.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
Alexa really was going back and forth. Should I go? Should I not go?
I
Should I go?
know.
Should
I
I,
was
not
like,
go?
what?
Well, I already
No.
knew you would tell me to go.
Yeah.
You've never told me not to go.
Yeah.
But
now,
was just
I
thinking-
did tell you to go too, but then I'm like, okay, so don't go because
Because then I was like, oh, like I have to, like I just didn't know if like financially I should have done it. But
We all said the same thing though. You're in your 20s. When can you go on a European trip?
Christ.
and it was with 4 of my girlfriends.
Get the F out of
We're
here.
all single. We spent New Year, like, it was amazing. And I would be so sad if I didn't go.
Okay, so what day did you leave?
So we left last Monday,
Which is what?
the 30th.
30th of December.
Yep. So we flew direct right into
Boston
London Heathrow.
Okay.
Yep. And we actually we had a layover and they actually bumped us up. And then we both had aisle seats. It was fabulous.
Oh, nice.
And then we checked into our Airbnb.
Bumped you up, you mean you got there earlier?
Well, they were like, "Oh, this flight's delayed. You're actually going to miss your connection. We have another flight for you, just direct. Do you want to take that?"
Sure.
We're like, "Yeah, yeah."
Right.
So we did that.
How long was the flight?
It was about 6.5.
Okay.
Which is not.
What time
bad.
did you leave? What time of day?
10 p.m.
Okay.
Those
So-
European flights are at night.
Okay. So did you sleep?
Yes, a little
And
bit.
then it's 5 hours forward,
and then you're
right?
5 hours forward in
Yep.
London, and then 6 hours forward in Paris.
Okay.
Yeah. So then we
So
kind of
you
like got
landed
ready.
at our time. What time? So you left at 11?
We left at 10 p.m.
10.
Now
So
I
you get
already
in the
fig-
middle of the morning.
we
No.
we
Yeah.
got there at like
Oh.
10 a.m. or 9:30 a.m.
Yeah, 9:30.
We pretty
Their
much
time.
we had
Yeah.
the whole day in London.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So
Were
we
you
checked into the
tired when you-
Airbnb.
Or
Did
were
you
you just
sleep?
so
No, I was
excited?
okay. And then
Did
it
you
was-
sleep on the plane?
Yeah, here and there.
Did
It
you
was
take
fine.
anything?
I did take a Xanax.
And did you have a drink?
I did take a 0.5 Xanax.
Okay.
I did have drinks. I did.
Did you bring a neck pillow?
I did.
Okay. Little blanket?
They give you one.
Oh, okay.
So they gave you a
Oh.
pillow and a
What airline?
I think it was
Put
Air I don't know.
Air France.
Air France.
No, I forget what we flew. The British Airways.
Okay.
I had a delicious chicken and mashed potato. They give you full food. I had a dessert.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Okay.
I had
That-
red wine.
Okay. So you were primed and ready to sleep.
Yeah,
Good. Okay.
it was fine.
So you got enough sleep.
I woke up like sweating after 2 hours, like dripping in sweat. So I
Okay.
was a little anxious. So then I took the Xanax and I fell back asleep.
Oh, so
Why-
you didn't take it getting on.
No, because I wanted the meal.
Why did you wake up dripping in sweat?
Because it was hot as hell on the plane.
Did you have your air
yeah,
on?
did you put your air on?
You can't on those. I don't know why.
Oh, this is another reason to carry a handheld fan.
Oh, that you attached to your...
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
but they just
Well,
have
because
all little.
Yeah.
I had my
all-
sweatshirt and then I had my headphones and I put my hood on and then I had the neck pillow and I
It was
was
just
like
too much.
Yeah, it was too much.
Now wait a minute. How many girls did you travel with?
Well, just Alexa and I flew from Boston,
And then who were you?
and then
meeting?
we met Brookie, Alicia, and Julia.
And when Brookie, she means Brooke Imbranoni, who's
Yeah.
also on the team.
Yeah.
Yes,
Alicia Foley, who's a realtor in New York.
Yep.
And-
who mother just got a referral from.
Nice.
I did.
Nice referral fee.
She just got almost $1 million sale in New York.
Amazing.
So yeah. And then Julia?
Went to Fairfield with Brooke.
I didn't
Okay.
recognize her.
Yeah, she's a new friend. We love her.
Okay.
so much.
5 of you.
Yes.
Fabulous.
Yep. Brookie was upgraded to first class.
Amazing.
Well, let's not forget, folks. Brookie's brother's a pilot.
right.
So she
So she
flies,
flies-
standby.
Yes.
Oh.
So they go, oh, actually, we have an extra first class seat.
Yeah,
she
so-
was reclined. She slept the whole flight. She had champagne. Must be nice.
Anytime
Others was stressed and taking Xanax.
Yeah,
in the
she-
back of the plane.
Alexa's popping Xannies. So anytime there's a first class seat, Brooke gets to go if nobody's
Awesome.
sitting in there.
As it
I
should
mean,
be.
What a perk.
Should be.
I gotta fly first class.
What did she have to eat on first class?
I didn't ask.
Oh.
I think she just slept.
Wait, did she fly to New York?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So
So we landed.
you landed. You feel not refreshed, but at least
It was like
you got,
fine.
you got a little
I
bit.
was like a little groggy.
Yeah,
It was
dehydrated.
Well, you're
the
whole
probably
thing.
groggy from the Xanax.
fine. I was.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have taken it that late in the
Right.
flight.
I would have taken
But
it before I got on.
in hindsight.
Yeah.
But I
Yep.
powered through,
Mhm.
and then
Like the first thing, okay, you get off. What do you do? What does Alexa
I'm
do?
like, we.
You got your Airbnb.
Come
So
off
we-
the plane into the airport. What's the first thing that you need to do personally?
From leaving the airport,
No, you like get off the plane.
I have to use the little girls.
Do you brush
I
your
have-
teeth? Do you like
No.
You just
No, because then
use
we
the
went to the
restroom and
Airbnb,
that's it.
and then we went to the Airbnb and like freshened up and
no
and,
carb
Like,
up.
Wait,
no
Meredith,
coffee?
do you brush your teeth when you get off the flight?
I might have.
I don't.
Yeah, for an overnight. Wash my face a little bit.
Oh, okay.
No,
wash
I
my
didn't
hands,
because
like-
I did that at the Airbnb. I
And a
was like,
cup
I
of
just need to
coffee.
get.
You
To
just
the
want to get your
Airbnb.
luggage.
Yeah.
I just had to go. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then we got ready there. We met
How
up
far?
with
How did you
Brookie.
get to the Airbnb?
Taxi.
Okay, so you come out of the
or
airport.
an Uber. The Uber and taxi works everywhere, and
So you
we literally
use your
Ubered
app,
everywhere.
your
Yeah.
Uber app
Yeah.
in London.
Yes.
Cool.
And in Paris.
So you hail an Uber.
We hailed an Uber.
How far was the Airbnb?
It was about 40 minutes.
And who booked the Airbnb?
I think Alicia did.
Alexa
I did absolutely nothing.
Okay.
I literally said I want to go to this place in Paris for dinner. That's
Okay.
it.
You were along for the
I
ride.
literally
Right.
I booked nothing in advance. I did absolutely nothing.
And that's fine
She is my
because some
daughter.
people
Yeah.
love that.
Well,
right?
that's
Like
what-
some people love to
like,
plan.
She was
Alicia-
going with
yeah.
some A personalities.
Okay.
They were all
Yeah.
pretty much all. Alexa's kind of type A with that stuff, but everyone else was type A.
Okay.
So I could just be like, book everything. I don't
I
care.
love that.
Okay. Yeah,
Takes
that's
all the
nice.
stress
So-
off
It does.
you.
Yeah,
Totally
so we
does.
got to London. We freshened up. I think we shopped around. We walked around. I'm like trying to think because this was like already over a week and a half ago. And
Surely you can
So you
remember.
settled
like,
into
let
the
me go with my
Airbnb. What was the
camera roll.
Airbnb like? Was it a flat?
it was fine. It was like I realized I'm not an Airbnb girl anymore.
You're a hotel girl.
I like a hotel. I like the fresh towels. I like the sheets changed.
So does Anthony.
Like the Airbnb.
I
was-
like an Airbnb.
It was fine.
I've never stayed in an Airbnb.
So I just stayed while she's looking through pictures, I just stayed at my first Airbnb in Florida.
Okay.
And I got it because of the location. But what I like is, it's not just one big room.
Yeah.
So you have your separate
Right.
bathroom, your separate bedroom, your separate
a
living
condo.
room. It's a condo.
Yeah.
And a kitchen.
And
an
I
eating
kinda was
kitchen.
like-
I like that.
It depends where you are. Here, I kind of wish we did a hotel. They're very, very expensive though.
Where?
In London.
Oh, okay.
In Paris, it was not. Paris, we had a beautiful
So the
hotel.
Airbnb was a lot more affordable.
It was, and it was big.
How
Like,
many
what
bedrooms?
are we talking affordable and what size? Talking to real estate agents here.
It was probably
2-bedroom, 2-bath?
it was 3 bedrooms, 2 full baths.
Oh.
Ooh.
It was
That's
probably
big.
like
Who shared
1,200
rooms?
square feet.
You
Me
and
and
Alexa?
Alexa, Brooke, Julie, and Alicia.
And
Okay.
In US dollars, ballpark, what was it a night?
You know I don't know.
Yeah, because
Ballpark.
Alexa, she keeps talking to me about euros.
Oh, I don't know.
Let me
euros.
go to Splitwise.
She's like, this was 50 euros.
It was, let me see.
Oh, there's an app for that.
Have you used Splitwise? It's amazing.
Why would I need that?
Why would we need
London
it?
Airbnb was $2,900
For how
for
many
3
days?
nights.
Oh, $3,000.
For
A-
5
a
girls,
grand a night?
That's not that
By
bad.
5,
For
$200 a
5
night.
Yeah.
How much?
$200
Paris
a night.
hotel was about $1,600 for 3 nights. So cheaper,
Yeah,
way cheaper.
okay.
For 2 rooms.
So per person, $200 a night. That's actually pretty expensive when
Yeah.
you think about it. If you got a hotel,
That is expensive.
I know, but the hotels were
I'm
really
glad I
expensive
didn't
too.
know that.
well, but it would
Oh,
have
what are
been
you
more
gonna do?
expensive for a hotel because you could have only
Well,
had
that's
like
what I'm
2 bedrooms
saying.
in there.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it was
yeah.
worth the
All
It
right.
was worth it. It was fine. It was
You know
fine.
what? These girls know what they're doing.
They do. And what about location? Did you have walkability?
So it's called Soho. Yeah.
Okay.
We did. It was a little bit more, I would say, like touristy.
Okay.
Like, so the really nice place that Allison stays is
Yeah.
in Mayfair. So that, I fell in love. Mayfair is gorgeous. It's almost like, it's kind of like the Back Bay of Boston. It's just beautiful, big parks, and there's beautiful hotels. All the good restaurants are over there. So that, if I went back, I would want to stay there.
Is
Okay.
London
Little bit
clean?
I would say no cleaner than Boston. So that day we walked around. We went to this really good dinner place called Bob Richard or Richard. I don't know. We had the most delicious beef Wellington I've ever had in my life.
Oh.
But unfortunately, I've realized I'm allergic to caviar.
Oh, your mom
Bad,
told me. Yeah.
bad.
I got a call
Who
from
is allergic to caviar?
Alexa Katie Weinstein. She's allergic to caviar and cats. I got a call.
No, it was like really
Is it
bad.
a common allergy?
No.
So the past 3 times I like have been racking my brain. The past 3 times I've had it, I've violently thrown up.
Like
Violently.
it's almost like she's food poisoned.
Like,
That's how quickly
Yes.
it affects her body.
so I went.
I wonder if you could get anaphylaxis from that. That's like
I'm
your
just,
throat-
I'm
she's
like
never
so
gonna eat it
upset.
again.
I'm obsessed with caviar. I am devastated by that.
right.
Okay.
But you should find out if they're like if you have a certain type of shrimp, it's the same thing that you get.
No,
from-
I-
you should
you should
research
see me-
this.
she eats.
You
she's
should
been
see me
eating
eat seafood.
shellfish.
No, but you know what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
like
I'm
you
gonna-
know, if you have this, you also
But then
should
it's
eat
weird
that.
because I can have like the roe that they give you in sushi, like the orange balls.
can
I can
eat
have
the
that. I
orange
can have
balls,
Tabico. Like it's
not
I
bizarre.
wonder if
black
it's
balls.
something in the preservatives or something.
Something with a histamine.
So it almost ruined my
Yeah.
New Year's. I almost had to. It's disgusting. I threw up.
She
It was
hurled.
bad.
So it might be some
I
type
cried.
of ingredient or something.
I had to eat Mentos and sit with the woman in the bathroom. and have a ginger ale.
So I got
God,
this.
that's
I
tough.
got
It was
this text from the
horrid.
bathroom floor of a London bathroom. I felt so bad. She was literally violently ill.
It
As a
was
mom, like, I
horrific,
would have been beside
horrific.
myself.
And then I'm like, okay, do I go? Like, I would have been fine Ubering back, but taking a taxi and going back. And then I'm like, I'm gonna just lay there like
miserable
by myself.
in London.
So at
I mean,
least
she missed. Let's go back because she missed the entire
Thanksgiving, my
day of
favorite holiday of
Thanksgiving,
the whole world.
because Anthony
missed.
made deviled eggs
Right.
with caviar.
Right.
And we couldn't figure it out because then I went to Ocean Prime a couple months ago and had deviled eggs and caviar, and then I woke up in the middle of the night violently throwing up.
Can you believe this? I've never heard of such
It's
a thing.
bizarre. So unfortunately, that almost took me
Caviar.
out
It almost,
How long?
for an
How long were you
hour,
sick
for probably an hour and a half. It was, I couldn't speak. It was the most horrific feeling. Like, it was like right here. I felt like if I wanted to, I could throw up again.
No,
It was miserable.
Brookie did bring you in some ginger ale
Brookie brought me ginger ale. I sat and drank the ginger ale.
And you were at the restaurant?
in
we
the
were
bathroom.
at the club.
She was
The
in
bar, which was the coolest
club.
bar. It had all these
don't,
antlers, chandeliers with fur. It was so cool.
Wait, were you?
And then Brookie
where-
goes, I knew you were feeling better when the ginger ale moved to the back and the vodka soda moved to the front.
Wait, Alexa. Oh, so you weren't just hanging out in the bathroom. You
No,
went back to your table?
I was miserable, and everyone's like, "You're being a bitch."
I mean, what?
I'm like,
okay, girls, hello.
okay, yeah.
Like,
Nobody wanted to be burdened with the sick person.
But I'm like, just
How it
don't
goes.
talk to me then. Just
Yeah.
leave me alone.
did they have
Yeah.
to call her a bitch? 'Cause
Well,
she-
I
they
don't
were
know if they
drinking
said that.
like
They were
But
drinking.
they were like, your mood last night. I'm like, my mood? I was ill.
That was like
I'm like, I was
Meredith
violently
couldn't take
ill.
my drama coming
Yeah.
home from Mexico.
I'm like, it was
I
not
did
a
carry a
mood.
bag, though.
I was violently ill.
the poor thing.
No one cared about
I mean,
me.
people should have a little more compassion.
No one
Come
cared
on,
at all.
ladies.
Yeah, maybe if you're not like at a club and
club.
on a trip somewhere.
Well, what was I supposed
Well, were
to
you
do?
You
complaining
survived.
or were you just
No,
quiet?
I was not speaking at all. I couldn't.
My friend to this day, I did the same thing to her. She
Horrible.
had like vasovagal something in the bathroom. Like she like got up too fast.
What?
Meredith has
And
no
she was
compassion.
like, yeah, I didn't feel good. And I was like, she drank too much. What do I know? And to this day, she would still, you left me in the bathroom. I was like,
I'm
your
gonna
husband was out on the other side of the door.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Oh, please. Somebody in front of me was having a heart attack. I go, you're fine.
You're kidding.
No.
Were
I go,
they,
you're fine.
were they fine?
Well, yeah, thank God.
Eventually.
But because she was cleaning up and she's like, oh, I go, listen, I don't do cleanup.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't
forgot
do
about the
setup
heart
committee.
attack.
Neither does Roy. Roy draws the line of biohazards, remember?
Yes. So yeah. All
Okay,
right,
so you get over the illness and now you're like, all
And
right.
then I was okay. And then
You're
we
like,
had a great
I've got
night.
an allergy.
Yeah.
yeah, thank God
What
I
did you,
started
did you
getting.
get the
Oh!
caviar as an app?
Yes.
Nice. Okay.
Yes. And it
How
was,
much did you eat?
I was like licking the caviar clean. I'm like, can I have the rest of that?
Oh, meanwhile, Alexa tells me last night, I want to try it one more time in the privacy of my own home.
I do.
I said, why?
I do.
Well,
I'm
I think we
devastated
should do
by
a little
this.
research before you go and try it.
Oh, Mr.
Because you
J
could
already
have-
researched.
What did he say?
It is a common. It is.
Okay. And it's isolated to just caviar?
It's specific caviar. Well, there's like sturgeon. There's different types. I forget
Okay.
what he said last night.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
You got to
But-
be careful of anaphylaxis
I
because
know.
that can
Can you
come
not
after a while.
try
I know.
it?
Should I just stop? It's
Yeah.
not worth
Alexa,
it.
you're allergic to caviar. Stay away from it.
Try it again in 7 years.
Wait a
when your
minute.
body
I forgot
changes.
the most amazing part of the night, which thank God came before the illness. So we were like, you know what? F it. We're going all out with the bang. We got a limo.
I know. I loved
We-
that you got a
for
limo.
one hour.
A Hummer limo,
Well,
right?
they said it was, but it was a Chevy. But for 1 hour, we got a limo. It was $500.
Yep.
We didn't care. We had champagne. We were running around London in the limo. We were taking pictures. We had the
Awesome.
best time. We drove by like he actually drove by some stuff, pointed it out. And it was like so much fun.
Can we go back to the meal though?
Yes.
You know I love.
Well,
to
let's
eat.
see what else we got.
I
So-
want to know what
Right.
you got. So
Right,
and where
'cause-
did and,
so
and the
we-
girls knew where to go?
Did you have
Yes.
crumpets and a spot of tea?
Exactly. That's what I want to know.
And spotted dick.
No, we did not have
Oh.
sport a dick. But like,
Oh.
look how
Did you
cute.
wear your
like,
wellies?
everything was like pink and adorable.
Oh.
And
How pretty.
And so this was a well-known restaurant. You guys
I
got
think so.
recommendations.
Oh, here's when it all went downhill.
Love it. Okay, so that's your app.
wait, caviar.
Oh, there's crumpets with it.
But look how delicious it
And a
it's-
spot of tea.
So that's
Those
when
are crumpets.
That's when it went
Is
down.
that legit a crumpet?
I think so.
No,
Is that a ball
they're the
of
little,
butter?
No, they're little bellinis. They're little pancakes
Oh,
that you have
damn it.
caviar with.
But that's what a crumpet is, isn't it?
Oh.
Look at the
No,
beef
muffin.
Wellington.
Okay, so you order the only appetizer you ordered was
Adam doesn't want
no,
to scan
we
into
caviar?
something.
Oh, look at the shrimp The the lobster mac and cheese.
Did someone?
Oh
was
my
that an app?
God.
No, this all came. I forget what else.
Did you
we
guys
You
got.
guys
Order-
all order together?
Yeah, everything we ordered together.
Okay, so you got
That's what I like
caviar and
Lobster
lobster
and
mac
mac
and
and
cheese.
cheese.
There was some more, but
beef Wellington.
I forget what else.
Right there, that's a lot of
Oh,
food.
we had I think like these little raviolis.
Oy.
Wow,
We
that's
ordered-
a lot.
We
No wonder you threw your guts
we
up.
ate every night that we were going to the chair.
Okay,
It was
Going to-
insane.
The electric chair?
Yep.
Let's hear
So
what's your last meal.
I'm like going through my photos. Okay, so then the next morning,
dessert or no?
Yes, we do. We got some kind of dessert. We always did.
And
Crumpets
what do
and
you
a
order for a
small
drink?
tea.
So
And was it early?
So,
What time did you eat?
I think we went at like 7:30.
Normal time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing crazy.
But
Or
you
maybe
guys now you're fully out of sorts with your time change because you're 5 hours
pretty
ahead
much.
now.
Yeah, but we made it work. It was
Okay.
fine. But interesting enough, most places if you order vodka soda lime, it's lime juice, and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
disgusting.
Yeah, that's gross.
So we would have to say vodka soda, no lime juice.
Oh.
And then sometimes they wouldn't understand the dirty martini, so they came out kind of weird sometimes.
Yeah, you can't really
So
order
honestly-
those in another country. They don't get it.
I kind of,
I
you
don't
know
know
what?
why.
I kind of did a lot of red wine. So I'm kind of in a red wine kick right now.
Nice. No
Ooh.
headaches?
No. I did a lot of vodka sodas and red wine.
That's such a mellow buzz though.
Yeah.
Red wine.
But to be honest, there was only one night where we were all trashed.
Okay.
Every other night, we're like, we don't want it to ruin our trip.
Yeah.
And we're all
Thank
on
you.
we're all on a, so not a sober curious, but we're all cutting way back on alcohol, all of us.
Good.
So it was good
you're
to go
maturing.
with. Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, maturing.
Sober curious.
So the next morning we wake up, we're fine. It's pouring rain. Sober curious, aka being a normal human and maturing.
I mean, who came up with this new term? Is this a
I'm going to use
2025
that
term?
with Sean Hennessy.
Yeah.
tonight.
Right. I'm
gonna
sober
say-
curious, but
Should
not,
can you
but
say,
not quite
Sean, are
curious
you
enough.
enough to pour myself a drink.
No, I had a glass of red wine yesterday.
Right.
The next morning it was pouring rain, which
Oh.
really
Did you
annoyed.
wear wellies?
I did not wear wellies, but we all
Did you
bought.
bring a raincoat?
No, but
Why?
we bought umbrellas.
Meredith's packing list always has a
I
raincoat
need-
on it.
I need your packing list. Brooke was horrified by my packing because I
Oh.
throw things in
I'll help
and I zip the
That's-
You have a
suitcase.
list. It's the best.
gets
and then
that
you
from
just,
me.
You just check it
Yeah.
off.
I can't. The next day we went to Harrods.
Wait, can we talk about Brookie's packing?
Oh, Brookie packs
she use packing cubes?
immaculate. No, but everything she does to the outfit, which I should do,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
That's what I
all
can
by
do.
outfit,
Yeah.
perfectly
Yeah.
done.
The outfit is great.
Which I tried to do, but then I'm like, well, I might want to wear these shoes, and I might want to wear
That's
this
the
top.
So that's
Problem.
where the list comes in because and like I told your mom, I said, stay to the list.
So
Stay
helpful.
to the
I
list.
know.
So helpful.
Stay to the list.
Can you do it when I go to Florida with her?
Yeah.
Okay.
And because even if you don't have ADD with packing, you have ADD, and all of a sudden you start to divert and go over here, and you lose. And if you just stay to the list,
Does anyone care about my glitter skirt?
oh, adorable.
You
was
girls,
adorable.
did you guys plan all your outfits? Because
Well, so that was
you all dressed alike the
Mm.
entire time.
that was a cabaret theme, glitter and so we had to wear glitter. It was a theme New Year's Eve party.
Oh, right. So you
So
got
we
in
all
on the
wore-
30th, and the next day
So it
you
was
woke up
literally-
and it was New Year's Eve day.
Correct.
Oh.
So we went to. It was pouring.
Did you stay out late the night on the 30th?
Probably like 1.
Okay.
Nothing crazy.
Which
That's
was
late.
really. Oh no, they're ahead.
So the next morning, we're like, we're gonna wake up at like 10. We woke up at noon.
Oh,
We were
okay.
exhausted, and
Yeah.
you know what? We needed it.
Yeah.
you needed.
So, and we really didn't leave till like 2 p.m., which we kind of messed that one up. But you know what? And it's all in hindsight. So it's funny because this day was like kind of a total miss, but it was just we had so many laughs that it made it fun.
I think
Like-
had you gone to bed at like 10 or 11 on the 30th, you'd have been able to get
I
up
think
and
so.
utilize the day.
Right.
We didn't really plan New Year's Day that well. That's why it wasn't.
But that's fine because had you
But
gotten
in
up early, you
hindsight,
would
it
have been
was
too
so
tired
funny.
New Year's
Right.
Eve.
It was so funny, like what we did. So we woke up at noon.
Yeah.
We got out at 2.
Okay.
Got whatever, went out. We went to Harrods, which
Okay.
is like Bloomingdale's on crack.
Okay.
Just to window shop a little bit. It was absolutely mobbed. Everywhere in your mobbed, like people push you. Like it was,
Really?
it was a
Really?
lot.
Designer everywhere, couture? No?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah. And I'm like, it's no cheaper in London. It's actually I think a little bit more. So I'm like, I'm not even buying a thing. I don't. I'm just window shopping. It's fun
Yeah.
to window shop.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you.
So we went to the it was like a food hall in Harrods,
Like a
Okay.
food
which
emporium.
you can't sit, which really sucks. So we had to
Oh.
eat on the side of the street in the rain. But I'm going to butcher the name. It's called, so I was told.
Alexa, you took French.
No, it's Indian.
Oh.
Gymkhana. So it is like, it's a Michelin star Indian restaurant in London.
Okay.
Allison told me to go. It is like insane Indian. But they had a little, not a pop-up, but they're in the food mart. So I got like a wrap. It was
Ooh.
like naan bread
Okay.
with the butter chicken. It was delicious. But
Oh.
I had to eat that in the rain on the side of the street.
Like pouring rain on top of your head?
Yes,
Or
with an
no
umbrella
overhang?
like this.
Oh.
So we were like already aggravated. And then we went on the hop on, hop off bus.
And this is the New Year's Eve day, and you do
Correct.
have plans for New Year's Eve.
No, this is already New Year's Eve was the day before. It already happened. This is New Year's Eve. This is
New Year's
January
Day.
1st.
So that night they went out.
I'm sorry. No, this is January 1st.
Okay, so wait a minute. You
I
arrived.
threw up New Year's Eve night.
Oh.
They
So
took
that's
the
why-
limo out New Year's Eve.
Yes, that was. So this
She
is
threw
January
up,
1st.
And now they
Oh.
went back
And
to
don't
the hotel.
forget, it's freezing cold with
Oh,
rain.
so you didn't arrive on the 30th. You arrived on the
31st,
31st.
correct.
Oh, okay, sorry. My mistake.
But
okay,
so
got
don't
it.
forget, it's freezing cold rain, and it gets pitch black at 4 p.m.
Oh, just like
So
here.
we basically missed the whole day because we were at Harrods for an hour. So we came outside to eat on the side of the street
in
with
dark,
yep.
cold rain.
So we're like pissed. So we get on the hop on, hop off bus. We end up going. This I love. We went to Winston Churchill's bar.
Oh,
so
you
it's
sent me
called
pictures.
Churchill, the Churchill Arms. Really cool. That's like a must go to.
Don't you call Meredith Winston?
No,
Keegan.
Keegan.
Oh.
So I'm like, I'm at Keegan's bar. Meredith's
sent-
youngest
she's like,
son,
"Send
when
me
he was a
pictures."
baby, literally was Winston Churchill reincarnated.
Yes.
So I'm like,
Why?
I'm at
He
Keegan's
looked
bar.
like-
His-
I'll show you before and
His
after.
chin jutted out. He had the cheeks. He
So
had the
this
whole
is
thing.
like,
He had the square forehead.
so this is, I don't know, it's all lit up really
yeah.
cool. They put all these flowers in the spring. It's like a, Winston Churchill's grandparents would go there all the time. It's a very low-key pub. It was like really
Oh,
cool.
good.
We got big beers.
Oh,
Like,
good.
It was
So you
cool.
get out of the rain.
So you were happy again.
So that was
Get
fine.
some beer.
And then we're like, you know what? There's this really cool gondola that takes you across the river, whatever river that is.
This is still New Year's Day.
This is still January 1st.
Okay.
So we booked it. It was $125 for the 5 of us for a gondola. We didn't realize it was an hour away.
Oh.
We sit for an hour. We get there. It is the biggest ripoff you've ever seen. It looked like the Boston Seaport. We saw nothing. And we were like, are you absolutely kidding me? So we Ubered an hour away.
How much was the Uber?
God only knows. So then we go there.
Okay, so this
that
is
was-
another fail.
So we were just
New Year's
like,
Day was tough.
So
Wait a
that
minute.
we were
Hold
laughing
on.
out loud.
Hold on. Who told you to do that?
Let's
No,
blame them.
TikTok.
Oh.
Because I think, no, TikTok was really helpful, but that was a bust.
I'm sober curious.
I'm super curious.
I am so.
So after
curious.
that, so we were like, that was like funny. We
This
were
is
so
Wednesday.
delirious.
You're there for days. You've got days to go.
That was, or
Okay.
Tuesday. I don't remember.
Yeah.
That was, we were
So
delirious.
this is still New Year's Day.
correct.
Okay. So the
So
hop
then we
on,
walk
hop
around,
off,
we go to
the
the
Indian food, the
yes.
rain.
So
it's
then
dark.
so then we take it's called like the subway, or I forget what it's called.
Tube?
The tube, yes.
The tube. Mary.
We took a
Mary Keach.
We took a quick tube to the Mayfair area, which I love.
Okay.
Walked by the Ritz. That was beautiful. Walked by, we tried to go to this place called Duke's, which is like famous. They were like, you're not getting in now. Goodbye. We couldn't even get a drink there.
Yeah.
Very cool though. Then we kind of walked around and we settled on, we couldn't find a place to eat. We ended up eating dinner at 10 o'clock.
Oh.
It was just one of those days, but we had so many laughs. We were delirious. And then we ended up going to this place called the Ivy. It was delicious. We had dinner and then we left. Fine. The next day,
So what time you go to
the
bed
next
at
day
that point?
we made up for it the next day.
Midnight?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, then I couldn't fall asleep because I feel like I was all
Off.
very off. I was like up and like I couldn't fall asleep. And then my mother was texting me, why are you still awake? I'm like, what do you care? I'm going to be 30 years old. And then she said, well, you're going to be tired in the morning.
Well, she was texting me
mother's
all hours
job.
of the night.
Well, I couldn't. It was
Yeah.
my body was all
Yeah.
confused.
Right.
So I think I ended up falling asleep at 1.
Okay.
The next day we got up at like 6:30.
In the morning?
Yes.
Wow.
We're like, we are making this. Oh, you know what? You're going to love this. So our friend Julia, she goes, you know what? I'm going to go on ChatGPT and ask how exactly plan my day with all the sightseeing in London. Meredith it was amazing. Every detail. It said wake up at 7, take a taxi here, get breakfast here, then walk to here. Meredith.
Wait, this is a game
I
changer.
have pictures. I'm going to
Wait,
show you
whose
after.
idea was this?
Julia. She's amazing. She said ChatGPT is her entire life. You know that you can use it for
Everything. Yeah.
Meredith,
So-
this is huge because you're always asking for recommendations.
Mm-hmm.
So
I love ChatGPT.
that
Yeah.
literally has changed my life.
Yeah.
I'm going to start using that. So our
Yeah, you should.
day to a T, hourly, was all planned out.
Brookie
Amazing.
must have been pleased as
It
punch.
was, so this made up for everything. This was our big day. So we got up, we Ubered to Notting Hill. So that's where like Princess Diana lived. It's like a beautiful neighborhood. So we had a delicious breakfast at Notting Hill. We had, and then we walked around. We saw all the pretty, like all the colorful houses. It was beautiful.
How lovely.
Then we Ubered to, I don't even know, the Tower of London.
Hopefully you didn't wear a frock with your wellies.
It's a frock.
You cannot wear a frock with your wellies.
Well, then we Ubered to the Tower of London.
Oh,
Actually,
Walked
Hunter
around.
boots are making a comeback.
Walked around.
I don't like rubber boots.
Saw things. We saw the crown jewels. It was
Oh.
insane.
Really? You did?
Beautiful.
Like
then,
you walk through, it's a gallery?
yes,
Okay.
a museum. Yeah.
Okay.
Then we took a water Uber.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so it's
So
literally
it's not
Uber.
a water taxi like
It
sponsored
literally
by
says
the-
Uber. It's actually really cool.
And it's a
somebody's boat.
well, it was like through the company. I don't know if Uber pays them, but it was
Okay.
called like a water Uber.
Alexa, I hate to break this to you. We have that in Boston.
We do?
Yeah.
We have a water taxi.
You can, yeah.
But
Oh,
like-
yeah, it's a water taxi.
If I have a boat, can I just be an Uber boat?
I think you can. But this was like they were
Sure.
contracted through the company. Like it was basically like a ferry.
Yeah.
So we took the ferry to Westminster. We saw Big Ben. We walked through where's Coronation Abbey?
Downton Abbey.
No. Oh my God. This is so bad that I'm forgetting.
It's all right. Just
Hello.
keep going.
Westminster
Abbey.
Abbey. Westminster
Okay.
Abbey.
Yeah.
Where all
Alright.
the coronations. That is insane. That was
like
like
that.
breathtaking. That's like where that's where Princess Kate got married to
Oh, yeah.
William.
William. It was breathtaking. The coronations happened there. That was amazing.
You got no vibes from Mimi?
Kind of.
Mm.
So then we Ubered to Sketch London, which is the coolest high tea place I've ever been to.
High tea.
High tea.
Now, wait
so
a
it was
minute.
all prefixed.
There was some gastrointestinal issues going on.
People were constipated for days.
Yeah.
People were having health anxiety about it.
Sometimes people,
Not
even
good.
if you think of a plan, you can get
Not
constipated.
good.
Right.
Yeah.
So that was so cool. It was all like finger foods and
Ah.
sandwiches. That was amazing.
Is
we had
that when you had
champagne.
crumpets?
We never had crumpets.
What?
I don't even know what that is, unless I had it unwillingly. I don't know.
Unwilling.
But whatever. That was amazing.
So
Then
it
we-
sounds like
Then we walked to
January 2nd
Buckingham.
was the best
This was Thursday, whatever Thursday
tour
was.
day was. Yeah, that was the second.
Thanks to
Yes,
ChatGPT.
January
to
2nd
ChatGPT.
was amazing
Okay.
in London. We saw everything. We saw Buckingham.
You did every
Did
tourist.
your feet hurt? Did your back hurt?
No,
Were you
even in my Doc
tired?
Martens, I was completely fine. I wore sneakers and Doc Martens. I was fine.
I did
I
ask
think
her
a
about
thick
her
sole
feet.
is a good thing to travel with.
Yep. And then we went
Or-
to.
At our age, make sure you bring your orthotics.
Yes.
True.
Inserts. Oh,
So then I don't know if
comfortable.
anyone listens to Taylor Swift. Then a few of us went to the Black Dog, the bar. It's one on her new album. It's one of the
Don't
the
they have that in
songs.
Martha's Vineyard?
yes.
Yeah.
So it was underwhelming, but we went.
Same company?
Yeah, it was like literally the Black Dog.
Oh.
And very very underwhelming, but we went.
Okay.
We had a drink there.
Did you get a sweatshirt?
No, but Julia got a cute hat.
Oh.
And then we went to the Devonshire.
Oh.
The best food I had in London. It's an old pub. It has the best Guinness pour. It was really cool. It was like such a good vibe.
Hold
hot
up.
hot men everywhere.
Hold up. Hold up. What
Hold
is
on.
the best Guinness pour?
I don't know. I don't drink that. I had a sip of Julia's.
But you just said it had the best
Well,
Guinness
that's what they
pour.
say. It's the way that it's poured and they let it sit for a minute. I don't know. There's a whole
Oh.
science behind it. I
Adam, do you know what it is? Oh.
don't, okay, so
I
whatever
wanna
that
Guinness right
was.
now.
We don't know what it is.
But
Adam, what is it?
So when you pour a Guinness, you only pour it up enough for all the foam to start coming up.
Yes.
So like when people pour
Oh.
beer and the foam pours over, you're not supposed to do that with Guinness. The way it pours, the foam stops
right at the top.
Right at the top.
Yes.
All right.
And then some fancy ones you can get like the little. You know how coffee does the foam designs?
Yep.
You can get that on certain Guinnesses.
So it was good. I had a couple sips
Thanks,
of Julia's.
Did
It
you?
was
You
good.
didn't have your own?
No, it's
You don't
very,
like
very
it?
thick.
She's not a beer drinker.
No, I had a couple sips. It's almost like a chocolatey milk espresso beer. It's thick.
I don't think it's thick.
I think it's thick.
Do you think it's thick, Adam?
It is.
A stout?
Yeah.
I don't find it thick.
It's heavy.
Well,
Like,
I drink
but
vodka
you do
soda.
coffee,
So it's-
Right.
no,
Yeah.
it's-
I mean,
don't. Yeah.
so-
I drink vodka
thick.
soda, so to me it was thick. It was.
Yeah.
It would have been too
got
much.
it. Got it.
So we had a sausage roll.
Oh.
We had I think we had a croque monsieur.
What's that?
Monsieur, like a ham and cheese.
Oh.
And then we had something. Everything was delicious that we ate there. And then we walked across the street.
She's always been a foodie ever
Oh,
since
I
she's
love
been
it.
little.
I love it.
I forget the third thing we got, but everything was delicious. We were loving it. Then we walked across the street to Moulin Rouge,
What?
where we got a bottle of Moet and a bottle of Veuve, and we watched Moulin Rouge and we got some popcorn.
How long was that?
It was long. We were falling asleep. It was 7:30 to like 10.
Oh, that's
It was
I would have
long.
been in a dead sleep.
It was really long.
And okay, so at this point, how are you feeling in terms of your food, pace, your digestion? Because you've got, you're off your schedule, you're off your time change, you're in a different place.
I was able
sleeping.
to. Things were moving that day.
Okay.
Yes, I said, you know what? Go to CVS or whatever they have.
I had to
there.
get a pill.
Go get a laxative, because if you're going to high tea, between the laxative and the high tea,
And I got a digestive tea.
you're going to be all set.
Oh, okay.
Then I got a text, success.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
And
was
like,
texting her and my auntie Nancy the whole
you're
time.
not tired from all the walking and the movement, and
So
you guys
weirdly, and I would get absolutely exhausted at random times, and then I'd get a second wind.
That's what
Okay.
happened.
It was
Oh,
bizarre.
okay.
Like 2, 3 o'clock, we would all be out, like drained. We were
Needing
like,
a nap.
we need a nap, and we're like,
Yeah.
we can't.
Yeah.
And then at like 9 o'clock, we'd be like wired, and it would be very odd.
Okay.
So
But you guys never went back to your Airbnb and
no,
took a
because I'm
nap
like,
or
I
anything?
can't. No, I can't do that.
Yeah.
It's like a waste of time for
Yeah.
me. Like,
Yeah.
so then the next morning, we woke up at 6 and we took the Eurostar to Paris.
Okay, so Airbnb back, sleep over at the Airbnb.
Yep.
Then you're done with London.
Done.
What time is your train to Paris?
We wake up at 6.
a.m.
Yep.
Ooh, girls.
I was exhausted. I believe it was 8:30 or 9.
Okay.
Maybe
Far
9:30.
Far
It
from
was
the Airbnb.
no, it was about 30 minutes.
Are you drinking coffee every morning?
Trying, but sometimes like we don't have time and then I have to get it later.
No food.
So I couldn't wake up and have a coffee.
Okay. No coffee and a
Like-
breakfast or anything.
Someday, like it was kind of tough
Okay.
because we had so many things planned and we were always late.
Not surprising.
So
5 women traveling
Yeah.
together.
Right.
That's good for you. For getting up at
so
6.
we finally get into Paris. We drop our stuff.
How long was the train?
It was about 2 hours. It was
Okay.
completely fine. We kind of.
That's it.
It was
I'm
so.
going to Paris.
I'm so happy we went through the French countryside. It was beautiful.
The
It's
French
underwater for most of it.
It
was beautiful. Yeah. I'm so happy we did that instead of flying. Because
Oh, 100%.
most people fly and I'm like, it was like no cheaper it was like the same price to take the train and I'd rather
I'm
that.
so
And you
glad
could look out the
girls-
window.
Right.
So that we did that and then we got there, we checked right in. Well, they held our bags and we just like we were wearing like leggings, just casual.
Now, did you chat GBT Paris as well?
No, because we already had a
You
full,
already had
better
your schedule.
itinerary.
Okay.
The girls had been to Paris, so they knew.
So you took the train to Paris.
Correct.
And
Right
on
into
the way
the
there, you
city of
go
Paris.
through the French countryside.
Correct.
Okay.
I could be wrong, but it
Okay.
looked like
Paris.
it looked like the countryside of of
Okay.
either London or
It
of
was a
France.
countryside.
It was.
It was a
Meredith.
countryside.
Yes.
But it was
A
very pretty to
countryside.
see.
And when you say somebody held your bags, who held your bags?
The
The hotel.
Oh, so you guys were staying in a hotel there?
Yes,
Got
which
it.
I
Okay.
loved. It was so
Okay.
easy.
Yeah.
So we drop our stuff, we walk, we go to the most, it wasn't a hole in the wall, but we just like went to this little cafe. When I tell you the best French onion soup I've ever had in Paris, it was, we got French onion soup.
If you
escargot-
can't get good French onion soup in Paris, where could you get it?
We got French
Good
onion
point.
soup.
Did
We
you
got
eat a bag
escargot.
Oh, escargot.
And then I
my
had
cargo.
croque monsieur,
Oh, croque
which is
monsieur.
ham and cheese toasted with cheese.
And with the French onion soup, did you have it with a baguette?
There was always, the thing I miss already so much, the freshest bread you've ever had with delicious French butter with everything. I had so much bread and butter. It was insane.
Now, I
and
want to tell you
delicious.
that people, when they go away, they eat all this bread every single day with butter, and they come home and they've gained no weight.
So I didn't weigh myself, but I honestly think I might have lost.
Because it doesn't have the crap.
I
in it.
walked
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
15,000.
There's no high fructose
Right,
corn
no
syrup.
I
preservatives.
walked like 15,000 steps every day. Everything's
Amazing.
real food.
Right.
That I miss so much is the
Walking and the
bread and
real
the butter.
food. Mm.
It's just so delicious. So then we had that. We popped into Louis. We popped into. we
Wait, I
walked
don't
around.
understand why we can't have real bread here.
Well, hopefully we will. I think there might be changes
Just,
on the
I think
horizon.
it is.
Oh.
Well, what's his name? Kennedy.
Yeah. He's
He
making it
talks-
his mission.
He talks like me. He does. Yeah.
He has vocal nodules?
No, he's something,
something.
worse,
Yeah.
actually. He's
Oh.
something bad, but.
Oh.
So then we did. I'm actually so happy that we did it. We did the hop on, hop off bus in Paris, and we
Okay.
saw everything.
Oh, okay.
We were on for like 3 hours.
So how does that work? You just pay one toll and
So
you can get
yeah,
on and off?
yep. And then we could have gone on the next day, but we didn't because
Okay.
we saw the Arc. We saw that we went to the Eiffel Tower. We saw everything. Parliament. It was. I mean, we were like this close to the Eiffel Tower.
Wow. And did you go up the top?
No,
Oh.
I didn't feel like I
Alexa
needed to.
said that the whole thing was surreal
Yeah.
and that she couldn't believe she was there.
It was
Ah.
very surreal,
Yeah.
and it was like not to be corny, but it's like it's magical there.
Really?
Yes, it is insane. So then that night was we went to the club. So we went to Matignon.
The club.
And we
Wait, say that
sat-
again.
The club. We went to the club.
No.
Okay.
What was it called?
Matignon.
So what
Matignon?
time did you get there?
So Matignon was 8:30 res.
Okay.
So we went. We had delicious lobster
This
pasta.
is Friday night now.
This is. Yep.
Yeah.
We had lobster pasta. We had this delicious.
Oh,
like
what the
ravioli.
club isn't like a boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, it
club.
is. So this
Oh,
we went up. So it's like a vibey dinner at the top of Matignon,
okay.
and we sat. Jordan's friends and ended up meeting. So my friend Jordan, her other friends were randomly in Paris as well.
Wow.
So I texted them.
How cool
Jordan
is
put us in
that?
a group chat, so they came to meet us. I had 7 lychee martinis for the
What's a
pregame.
lychee martini?
You had a lychee martini
I had 7.
in Paris?
I had 7.
What's a lychee martini?
You know the lychee fruit?
Delicious. It's almost like a
I don't think I've had one.
coconutty martini. It's delicious.
Okay.
And the lychee, it's a big white fruit.
Oh.
So
yeah,
we
and
sat
it's
there.
a little sweet. I always get them at Gourmet.
Oh.
Yeah, they're delicious.
I'll have to
Yeah.
try it.
I sat next
Yeah.
to these beautiful Israeli girls next to me. We were talking. It was
Oh.
great vibe.
Oh.
We had the most delicious dinner.
So you have a fabulous dinner there, but not too heavy because you're going to be partying.
yeah. So
Alexa, did you talk Hebrew to them?
they didn't really want to speak Hebrew for other reasons. It's dangerous.
Yeah.
And it's dangerous in Europe right now.
Oh.
Did
So
you
you
read,
really-
did
they
you
were
read
scared.
your star
No,
to London
no.
in Paris?
No. Not to be political, but it's not good there right now.
Yeah.
They don't like Jews. But anyways,
Okay, so you're well, I mean 7 martinis is a lot.
we were honestly, I wasn't like I was
but depends. Like we went to Mexico, we never got buzzed.
well that's I
Right.
was like but I was like buzzed. It was
Yeah.
fine. So then around 12:45,
Yeah.
1 a.m. we went down to the table that we had.
Oh.
So they had
Wait, how much was the table?
well I got the 2 bottles. It was 7
until 12:45?
Yep.
Wow, that's a long time.
They don't rush you. I love it. So in Boston, it's 90 minutes, and then they say get out.
Yeah.
There's no rush. They're not rushing to bring you the check. They don't care. There's no rush at all. There's no sense of urgency, which can be annoying, but also can be amazing.
10. That's a long time though.
Yeah. So we were
Four
but we
plus
were all
hours.
chatting. We had dessert. I mean,
Okay.
it's like there's no rush.
Right.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So
And then you were going to the real club.
Right.
so then
The
we walked
club.
right downstairs to the club. They go, your table's ready. So we walked downstairs. We got 2 bottles of vodka, 700
So
each.
you had your table reserved.
Yes.
Wait a minute. Hold up. 700 euros?
It's like the same.
$700 for one bottle of.
We got Belvedere and
You spent
Absolute.
1400.
correct.
These girls live large.
But you know what? When am I going to do that again?
Yeah.
So we did that.
So it cost you guys.
3:45 rolls around. I'm like, girls, let's go. I'm calling a taxi.
So $300 for the party scene, and how much was your dinner?
Probably 800.
A piece.
No, altogether.
Okay.
No, the bottles were 1400.
Well, no,
No, I'm saying
dinner itself was,
alone,
I think,
'cause they
7
did
or 8.
4-hour dinner and then went to the club.
All of our dinners were like $800.
Okay, so it was probably $400 or $500 dollar
Like,
night.
is that
Wow.
normal?
I don't think that's
I don't know.
I don't
haven't
think it is
partied
either.
like
But you know
that.
what? You only live
Since I was
once,
in my
and I
20s.
don't.
Well, all right, so it's a 100
Whatever.
something
You
a
factor it
person.
in. That's out of your
So
trip.
we probably should have stopped drinking and not drink because the next morning we went to the Palace of Versailles and we were
Oh.
not well.
Oh.
But
Was anyone throwing up?
no one was throwing up. People
Were
people had to sit outside.
People.
Julia had to sit outside and
No
breathe
names,
deeply.
please.
No, we were all ill.
People had a.
People had to breathe deeply outside in the
Okay.
cold.
But you guys were consistent all.
But that
straight
was our-
vodka.
Yes.
Or did you mix
No, we all pretty much had vodka.
wine with dinner or vodka?
Do they have,
No,
big question. Do they have Kettle One in Paris?
they do. Most of them do. Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
We'd be
Now
all
I
right.
can really go.
Yeah.
Because I'm not sober.
No,
curious.
most of them do.
Although I
but-
am doing dry January.
When I tell you Versailles, speechless.
Really?
It is because Alexa kept telling me it's nothing like you've ever seen before, and I'm like, oh, it's gonna be another museum. Like, I'm like not obsessed with museums, like they're fine, but she's like, I'm telling you, this is nothing like you've ever seen before. I'm like, okay. There's no words. My favorite part of the trip.
What did you do?
So that's where Marie Antoinette lived. Let them eat cake.
But
That's where
it's
she lived.
massive, right?
I don't even want it's. Compound isn't even the right word.
And so do you get to go inside?
Yes.
Okay.
You see her bedroom. It is.
So it's like going
insane.
into
Alexa,
the breakers in New
Tell,
Yes.
Okay.
tell Meredith about the artist painting on the ceiling.
So Alexa told me that most of these artists, it's all these paintings on the ceilings, and they would have to paint, looking up, and the paint would drip in their eyes, and they would go blind.
Wow.
It's when I show you the photos, I cannot even believe that this was done by humans. I can't.
How many years
I don't even-
and years did it take them to complete
It
this?
was. I'm still speechless. It was the most amazing experience I've ever had. It was the best part.
Was it hours and hours in Versailles?
No, it was like 2 hours.
Okay.
And then we literally walked across the street. There's tons of these cute little French restaurants. So we went across the street. I had my usual French onion, escargot. And then some people were
A baguette.
I had bread and butter, yeah.
Crumpet?
Some
Spalton?
people, not naming names, were absolutely exhausted, had to go back to the room. I said, I can't, I need to experience. So
Wait,
I went.
Who went back?
Alexa and Julia were exhausted and hungover,
Sometimes
which I
you
don't
just-
blame you.
Sometimes you just.
Alexa's been to Paris. Like, she's already been.
She's
I've never
already
been.
there. She's
Tie-tie.
a world traveler.
She needs a nap.
So
Right.
we ended up going. There was this cafe I was dying to go. It was called Carrette, and they have the hot chocolate with whipped cream that you put in. It was like insane. So we waited. I'm like, Alicia, can we please go and just try our luck? Because the line was always wrapped around the building. She's like, fine, I'll go with you. We wait in line. The guy goes, girls, how many? I go 2. He goes, all right, come with me. We skip the whole line. We go right in.
Why you
Yep.
think? Why do you think?
Because it was mostly big parties. So it was a little table of 2. So Alicia and I went right in. We had the most delicious hot chocolate. You put the whipped cream in. We had crepes with fresh fruit and chocolate. And then so we had that.
Where was Brookie?
Brookie couldn't go to Paris. She had a work trip, so she had to leave.
Right. Saturday.
had to fly to
'Cause it's a
Nashville.
Saturday.
Poor Brookie
Right,
had to leave,
right.
so she had to go home.
So now this is Saturday.
This is Saturday, correct.
And you
And
don't
then-
come home until Monday, so you still
Yes.
have one day left.
So then we kind of all like shopped around a little, just looked around, window shopping, and then we went to, it's called Ferdy, and that's Kim Kardashian's favorite restaurant in Paris.
Oh.
And it's the most amazing cheeseburger. Like that's what, so when she was pregnant, she would fly to Paris and get cheeseburgers from there.
Oh.
So we had a cheeseburger.
Did you
I
split
had red
it?
wine. It was delicious. We had mac and cheese. So that was like a casual, it wasn't too fancy. And then after that, we were exhausted, so we went home. The next morning, we went to, it's called.
Now this is your final day.
Yes. Montmartre.
Mama.
It's like a little part of Paris, like a little like part of Paris. So that's where it was all the cool shops.
Oh.
There was like this really cool vintage photo booth we went in. That's where we kind of like walked around. There was a lot to look at.
Boutique-y or
Yes.
designer?
No, boutique-y.
Okay.
Like kind of like cool. Like I got my brother and sister-in-law a croissant candle, like funky stuff like that.
Yeah.
I ended up going to a thrift store. I got a Burberry trench. It's in my car. I have to show you a Burberry trench coat for $470. They retail for $2,700.
Oh my God.
It is so
What
cool.
a find.
It is the coolest jacket.
I love
So
it.
that was like my designer purchase because I'm
yeah.
like, I don't need to go to Louis and get
Yeah.
anything. So we did that. We walked around and then we took an Uber back and we went to, so this is where it's called Café de Flore. So this is all the famous writers would go there. This
Oh.
is it's a very historical, famous little cafe in Paris. So this is where I got,
Cool.
they wrote, I don't know if you can
Oh,
see, they
yeah.
wrote Café de Flore on the cappuccino. it was that's where I got a huge baguette with butter. It was delicious.
Oh my God.
So that was like my favorite part.
Yum.
And then we went back to Louis just to look.
Right. Did
And then
anybody
we-
buy any designer handbags?
Julia got one for Brookie. She bought a Louis bag.
Oh, nice.
She brought it back for Brookie. And then we went to the Louvre, where Mona Lisa is. So we were kind of exhausted at that point. So we kind of just saw the major things.
Did you see the Mona Lisa?
Yes.
Yeah, you sent me
Look-
that snap. You're like, look,
Like, it's
Mona.
so, like, she's tiny.
Right.
People, you should see the swarms of people. People are putting Snapchat filters on her. Like, it's crazy.
You kidding?
Yeah. And then we were like, honestly, like,
We
we're
were like this?
exhausted.
What time did you fly out on Monday?
Our flight was, I think it was 9:30.
Okay, so this is like Sunday's your last day
Yeah.
because you gotta get up and
Yep.
early and be on a flight.
So then after that, we left the Louvre and we went home. We freshened up and then we went to Bambini, which has the coolest view of the Eiffel Tower.
Did you have
And
reservations?
We had reservations. The food was insane.
When
Look,
did you make the
this
reservations?
is spaghetti with ahi tuna on it. It sounds bizarre. It was the best thing I had.
Do-
So it was an Italian restaurant.
Alexa, did you make
the
reservations?
waiter gave me his Snapchat. He said that I'm beautiful and he's still messaging me. But unfortunately, it was last night.
Oh.
But that would have been fun. He could have showed us around Paris.
I would love a French son-in-law.
I know. He goes, I want to go to Celtics. I bring you. I go,
Yeah.
all right.
He wants a
So when he
Alexa,
comes-
bring him to America.
when he comes to
What's his
America-
name? Francois?
Clement.
Clement. Oh, Clement.
So then we waited.
I
So we
love
had
that.
dinner. Then we waited. We got out of dinner at like 10:45. Then we walked over and we saw it on the hour, every hour, starting at 7. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I believe the Eiffel Tower glitters.
Oh.
So we had to see the glitter. And then we walked around, and then we were going to go to another bar and get a drink, but it was like 11:30 midnight, and we had to wake up early. And then we woke up early, and that was it.
What?
And that
Meanwhile,
was the recap.
She literally flew home, went to her apartment, freshened up, and then she had a wake.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had
So
to
she
jump
was
back in.
She's
Yeah.
like been nonstop.
I've been
even
nonstop.
since she got home.
Alexa,
But
too.
what a magical.
What a great
It was. I'm
magical
just
trip.
so thankful and grateful that I went.
And we're
Plus,
so
it
proud
sounds like
of
you
you.
didn't have any drama with your friends.
No,
Like
we
it
had
was
so
just
much fun.
Yeah, that's great.
It was just so much fun. I'm just so happy I went.
Auntie Nancy was so proud of you.
Like, I could have said no and missed out on this amazing opportunity.
right.
And honestly, it really wasn't that expensive. I did not spend what I thought I was
Always
going to
say
spend.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
You did it.
It was.
What did you guys use for the money I sent you? Did you do anything?
I mean, who knows?
You just did it.
Yeah.
They had probably
Add
had
it to the
delicious.
rest.
How nice is Mir? Mir sent
I
Brooke and I
know,
some
that's so
spending money. We
sweet.
love you, Mir.
So sweet.
Yeah.
A little extra.
Yeah. Little
I
extra
mean, it
goes
was
a long way.
It was well worth it.
What was your absolute favorite in London?
I think just walking around seeing all the sights. Like, it was really just seeing Buckingham Palace in person. It's like, it's breathtaking.
Did you see the soldiers?
There was like, not really. There was just a couple.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah. But that's like, it's, and like Westminster Abbey, it's just so much history. It's like, it's just weird to think that all this happened there. It was like surreal. So that was beautiful. But Paris, there's just no comparison.
Paris has your heart.
Yeah.
And it sounds like the food was just off the cuff.
In Paris. London's fine. A lot of meat, potatoes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. I don't need to go to London. I want to go to Paris.
Paris.
I
I mean, Paris.
I want a
is-
croissant.
would.
Like, I'm curious to
honestly
see.
don't have a big interest in going to France for some
Oh,
reason. I
you
don't know.
should.
I know.
I'm curious to see what Kira said about London. I never texted
She
her.
loved it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I think she did.
And
She probably did more than we did.
well, you
Really?
guys seem
Oh.
to, you got
Yeah.
a lot in.
Well, we did.
And everybody was nice to you, right?
yeah, everyone's like, how mean were they in Paris? I'm like, they really aren't. They're no ruder than Boston people.
Did you ask for freedom fries?
I did not.
Mm.
What's freedom for?
Instead of French.
No.
Instead of French fries. you
When the
said-
U.S. hated France for
Right.
some reason,
We couldn't
we
say-
stopped calling them
Right.
French
You're
fries
kidding.
and called
No.
them freedom fries.
I love
Everywhere.
freedom fries.
Bonjour. Merci.
Bonjour.
Yeah. Bonjour.
Did your
Yeah.
French come back to you?
I tried a little bit.
I
not really.
demanded Alexa to take French in high school.
Were the guys hotter in London or in Paris?
I think London, honestly.
Did you make eye contact?
Because I
with
like
anyone?
a nice British vibe. Not really.
Did you wish you had more plaid?
Yeah.
Really?
Did you wear a scarf in France?
I had to buy a scarf.
Because everybody.
I
wears a
had to
scarf.
throw out my old pea coat. It was filthy and ripping, and the girls were like, throw it out.
While you were there?
Stop being a hoarder. So I was going to carry it around. I got a new coat because
Good.
I was freezing, and they're like, you don't need this. Throw it away.
So where'd you throw it away?
I love to
In a
throw it
dumpster?
At Moulin Rouge in the trash.
Remember Benny? When I was throwing out the stuff when we were coming back from
I had to.
Palm
it was
Beach.
Brooke's like, Alexa, it's ripping. It's all matted. Like, and
Sometimes
it was.
you just need to get rid of it.
So I got rid of it. I felt good. I got a brand new Zara jacket. It was nice and warm. I got a
Yeah.
new scarf, and I was happy.
Oh,
Plus now
good.
you have your Burberry trench.
No
Oh.
kidding.
Wait till you see it. I have to show you. I have to go get it hemmed.
Wait.
So all in all, it was the most amazing trip.
Sounds like a 10 out of 10 to
I'm
me.
like depressed coming home,
Yeah.
which I never do. I usually get niche, as we say, and I like need to go
Yeah.
home. I was completely fine.
Yeah.
Like I didn't want to come home.
well, what's
Now
your
I'm
next,
back in the
what?
swing of things.
what's
An
your next trip
adventure.
now?
Florida, which I love.
Are you going with your dad?
No, Mother and Tony.
Well, usually this time of year, don't you go with your dad?
Sometimes we go to Uncle Leon's.
Yeah.
But I'm not this year
No.
because I'm busy, Mir.
Yeah.
I'm busy with real estate,
She's
so I
very
have to
busy.
pick and
Yeah.
choose.
Right.
So, but go to Paris.
Oh my God, I'm so happy.
I
you
could
had a
have been.
wonderful trip.
Have you ever seen The Hills? Lauren Conrad. She was forever known as the girl who didn't go to Paris.
Oh, because all her friends went and she didn't go.
No, she chose a man over Paris, over a job in Paris.
Oh,
And you know what? Thank God I
That
got
is the
no
worst.
man, but thank God I went.
Oh,
Thank God. you
never,
So that
ever
was-
choose a man over Paris.
That's
didn't. And
Yeah.
you did this in your 30th year.
not even 30 yet.
Fabulous.
I'm in my 20s.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's still in her 20s.
Yeah.
Well, I'm proud of you. So
Yeah.
my kids are world travelers. Gregory and Olivia are leaving for Thailand on Friday.
Yeah, she approved me.
Yeah. Well,
Oh yeah, I was dying.
They.
She goes, Meredith requested to follow. I go, accept her.
I go, yes, because and so I said, put her on the Google. They're gonna upload photos to a Google.
Good.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
she put
It's in
you
my Gmail account, so I don't always go in there. But
Yeah.
I went in the other day, and I'm like, oh, she approved me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 weeks in Thailand. A completely different
19
trip.
days.
19 days. Completely
That's-
different
yeah,
trip.
That is a
Meanwhile,
harrowing flight.
Yes.
guess what? Mr. J made Olivia cry.
Why?
Why? Because she was having a tough day at her job. She works with the elderly. She's
Yeah.
And it was just a lot. She was overwhelmed.
She's an angel.
It was
a
a day.
walking angel.
And then this
Mr.
is what the article. listen
Mr.
to this that
J
he
sent
her.
an email of an article of a girl, a young
22-year-old.
girl, who got killed by one of the elephants
Mauled and stomped on by an elephant
in front of her boyfriend.
In front of her boyfriend and
Now,
died.
Olivia is very sensitive. She reads this email.
And she loves Gregory more than anything.
She
and
loves Gregory. She ran to the bathroom and was crying.
I go, Dad, why would you send that?
He's
Why?
concerned for their safety.
But that's what they did before I went. He said people are going to drag you into cars and kidnap you
Yes.
and steal your money.
Worried.
He also told Gregory he was going to get decapitated when Gregory was driving back to UMass.
With
and
his
there
mini
was-
fridge.
With
Poor
his mini fridge in the
Jason.
back
He worries.
seat.
He
He does.
worries. He worries.
He does. It's all out of love. He's
He
very
does.
caring. And he,
I mean, we
but I
love
go, Dad,
Jason.
did you have to send that before they go on a flight to Thailand and go? They're literally that day they're going to play with elephants.
Now Olivia said she
When did they
wishes the
leave?
flight was canceled. I go, Olivia.
Friday. Oh, now she's so
She's
beyond.
beside herself. Thank you, Mr. J.
She's going to have to get over it.
She'll be fine. They're going to have another magical time.
2
Yeah.
weeks.
19 days.
19 days in Thailand.
Good for them.
Yep,
Yeah.
they're going to Phuket. They're going
Somewhere else.
They're going to Chiang Mai.
Yeah,
Chiang
it's
Mai.
insane. And it's like you could have a gourmet dinner for $2, $2 American dollars.
Oh, wow. Good
Yep.
for them.
Yep.
That's 24 hours of
You know they have
flying, I guess.
7-Elevens there, and that's where you
They're
get
like
ice.
gourmet.
Oh.
They're like insane.
Yeah, so they can't wait.
Well,
to
our
go to
7-Elevens
7-Eleven.
are gourmet,
Mhm.
aren't they?
What?
Our 7-Elevens are gourmet,
Oh yeah,
aren't they?
they're
I love
gourmet.
7-Eleven.
Get a 3-day-old hot dog.
I
Yeah.
love it. That's what I love.
All right, guys.
Thanks for having me, girls. I
Well,
love you.
Now I want to go to Paris. I want to
As I
croissant.
say, au revoir.
I want a crumpet.
À
I
tout
want
à
a
l'heure.
saute. What?
À tout à l'heure. See you later.
A tout à l'heure.
À tout à l'heure.
A tout à l'heure.
See you later.
I love it.
Alexa was angry that she didn't take Spanish in high school.
No, I need to learn another language. I'm going to do Duolingo and learn French.
Oh, good.
My new hobby.
Oh, whatchamacallit? What's that? She's having a special, like 50% off. Rosetta Stone.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, girls.
All
well,
right.
this was
Fabulous.
very fabulous.
Yeah.
Let's go get
I'm
some.
Meredith Keach.
Oh, I'm Stephanie Weinstein.
I'm Alexa Weinstein.
Thanks for joining us.
Love y'all.
Bye,
Bye, guys.
y'all.